Good afternoon, everyone. I appreciate your time and joining me today. I hope everyone had a wonderful, fabulous weekend. I want to share with you the DPI April 6th core messaging for today. Again, we will start out with our end of state. Educational services back to normal. I hope everyone is beginning, or at least I guess this will be everyone's second week of full continuation of learning. I hope that's going well. And the statement of intent for North Dakota Department of Public Instruction will be to guide school districts with data-informed decisions so all students continue to learn and all North Dakota citizens are safe and well. It has been a very, very busy day at the Department of Public Instruction today, as most are. I wanted to inform everyone that we continue to work on the things that are of utmost importance to you. I had several conversations this morning with the governor's office, continuing to work on the governor's executive order, dealing with teacher evaluations. We seem to have found a path forward, although not explicitly defined yet or determined with a final decision. But we expect that an answer will be coming from the governor's office by tomorrow at the latest. We also met with a group of individuals from around the state discussing the transportation funding. I know that that's a matter of high priority and concern for many of our school business managers and our local superintendents. So continuing to work with many entities, OMB, Legislative Council, Governor's Office, Department of Public Instruction, to find a path forward on a solution for the transportation funding question. So thank you for your patience on that. Had the opportunity to meet with some of our special education directors from across the state, dealing with a number of issues, one being communication, the second being the path forward for the reorganization bill that was passed in the 2019 session, and most importantly, some communication and some decision-making tree about the shared decision-making process between DHS and DPI. So not less COVID-related, but always ever important as we continue to provide education to all of our students in the state. Had another opportunity to have some conversations with local leaders, as well as Department of Human Services people that are working with the human service zones, as we talk about what educational expectation and the compulsory attendance or compulsory education requirements, not attendance, excuse me, for our 7-year-olds through 16-year-olds, and how we can better collaborate and have a unified support for our families who are taking on the new role of not only being parents that they do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in addition to their employee status as a worker that now may be telecommuting and taking on the responsibility of monitoring educational progress for their children. So I had that call as well. Speaking of the family responsibility, I had a fabulous call this weekend with the family cabinet. We had almost all of our cabinet members joined the call, and so there was a deep sense of support for each other, and they are busily working on plans and efforts to better support their school leaders, their classroom teachers, and they had nothing but outstanding praises and accolades for the work of their teachers, the work of their school district leaders. Did have some suggestions that I will share with the principals and the superintendents on our calls this week, just about from their perspective on how they might better be able to help and support and have the communication stay strong during this COVID crisis time. So I wanted to let you know that DPI has asked the the U.S. Department of Education Department, in order to provide our local school districts with more flexibility in the local control that is necessary, that they need in order to make it through this COVID event. So I've asked the Department of Education for several waivers from programs which are known collectively in our state as federal title programs. This nickname refers to the sections of the primary federal education law that we all know as the Elementary and Secondary Education Act. And so essentially, my ask of the federal government, of the U.S. Education Department, is to allow our districts flexibility in managing money that helps students from our most neediest schools in our homes, from low-income homes, as well as provide services who are homeless, delinquent, neglected, or at-risk migrant children. English language learners would also be included in this. But our school districts are designated by Title I school districts. Some of our school districts are targeted Title I, and some are school-wide targeted Title I. But it's based on these risk factors. And so really just trying to ensure that our local districts will have the maximum flexibility that they need to have during these times to manage their money in the ways that they know that their students and families need it most. So I have an update on AP exams. AP exams will be given May 11th through the 22nd. AP exams will be given May 11th through the 22nd, with makeup days of June 1st through the 5th. These AP exams will be done at home with a focus on applying content learned in AP courses, and AP exams will be open book or open note. Good time to be an AP class member, I think, at this point in time. So the exam may be taken on a variety of devices, cell phone, laptop, tablet, or desktop, and coordinators for these AP exams are to contact the College Board through the form on the AP Central or at a website that is located on our website for further information. If you have students who need mobile tools or have connectivity issues, please contact the College Board by April 24th if you have any of these special circumstances. We also want to let you know that accommodations will be available as requested and approved earlier this spring. So those accommodation requests were due earlier this spring, and it's mainly the main accommodation is extended time for these students to take the exam. AP live sessions and recordings are on YouTube, will help present content missed due to school closures and help review for exams. So some additional supports and assistance that College Board is offering this year to all of our students enrolled in AP. These sessions also help prepare students for the change of format that they'll be seeing this first time as they take this exam in a new way. We want to let you know that the College Board has taken measures to secure the exams and detect plagiarism in written responses, just so fair warning to everyone. Students will receive credentials providing them with a secure access to the exams before the exam dates. This is a good time to remind everyone that during the 2015 legislative session, we were able to successfully work with the legislature and provide all North Dakota students the opportunity to have an AP exam fee waived for every single student in the state of North Dakota if they are taking an AP class, AP exam in science, math, English, or computer science. So every student in North Dakota has the opportunity to take the AP course and sit for the exam free of charge, earning up to 3 college credits for that, for the successful completion of that exam. Our students that are at risk, that are coming from low socioeconomic families, they have the opportunity to take up to 4 exams free of charge for and earning them up to 12 to 16 college credits at a cost of the state. Through this program, since it was passed in the 2015 legislative session, this piece of legislation that, through the help of my student cabinet, helped get through, initiated through this idea, has saved our families, students and families, over $4 million in college tuition since its inception. So good time to mention that. If your students aren't currently taking advantage of that, please speak to your school principals and your school counselors about leveraging that in computer science, science, math, or English. AP teachers will be sent copies of their student-completed exams by May 26th in case they need the information to help provide a final grade for the AP course. The AP exam schedule and more information about the exam can be found on our website under the coronavirus updates as well. Another meeting that was held today was a joint meeting between our office, the Department of Public Instruction, the Career and Technical Education Agency, and our North Dakota University System to begin to work on the governor's executive order on the scholarship application deadlines, for our seniors who have earned either the academic scholarship or the CTE scholarship. We need to adjust some deadlines that are in Century Code that we're working with the governor's office on that, and that team was busy working on language to present to the governor's office. So I also want to take some time right now to address some cybersecurity issues. We've heard a great number of challenges that our teachers have been experiencing, private businesses have experiencing, that certain platforms have been more susceptible than others to some cybersecurity threats. And there have been a number of reports about security flaws in a multiple of platforms, but one in particular that you may have heard about is Zoom. Our information technology folks tell us that Zoom has corrected those flaws, that they have been repaired, and it is safe now to use Zoom, but only with the proper precautions taken. You must ensure that you have updated your Zoom application and put into place all of the factors and authentication that Zoom has upgraded and improved their system. So please be aware of that. We also want to let you know that because of action taken in the 2019 legislative session, all of our educators and all of our students have access to use the Microsoft Teams product. This was a contract negotiated during the 2019 legislative session, and it's available to all of our schools and all of our students with no added cost. So with that concludes my briefing for today. I look forward to visiting again with you tomorrow. I really do want to give a huge shout out again to our teachers, our child nutrition providers, our custodians, our school bus drivers, our paraprofessionals, our families, our students, everyone involved during this time. There is so much to be grateful for, so much that we can look to that we may not have even had an opportunity to take time to acknowledge in the past. I know these times are challenging. I know this isn't the way that we wanted to be spending our April or our spring, but if we can all just reach out, help support each other, and understand that forgiveness and grace should be given to everyone around us, but it should also be given to each of us as individuals. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others around you. Thank you so much, and have a good day.